Hello, welcome to ITSE Conference in Philadelphia. I am Cheryl Frederick. I am a researcher in the field of educational technology, and today I have the privilege of introducing our keynote speaker, Dr. Sally Johnstone. Dr. Johnstone will be talking about competency-based education and how to apply the model to distance education. She will also talk about the implications that competency-based education has to reducing the cost of earning a degree. Competency-based education is an educational model where a student earns credit based on demonstration of competency. A student passes a course only if they have demonstrated mastery of the competencies covered by the course. Student progress is a direct measure of student learning instead of measuring the amount of time a student is enrolled in a course. The importance of competency-based education and distance education is evident by the need to find innovative educational models that reduce the cost of higher education while producing workplace-ready graduates. Adult learners tend to enroll in online degree programs because of the flexibility in time and location these programs offer. Learners can access their coursework any day of the week, any time of the day, and from anywhere they have internet connection. Clearly, flexibility is important to these adult learners. A model that offers even more flexibility will undoubtedly be attractive to these learners. An adult learner who has a self-directed learning style and wants to move through their degree at an accelerated rate would benefit from a competency-based degree program. Let's hear from Jennifer and see how she benefited from attending a competency-based education program.
I went to a competency-based college. My years of working as a volunteer meant that I knew a lot of the concepts covered in my courses. I was able to finish my degree a year earlier than expected. As a result, I spent less on college and more time to be a mom.
Now let's hear from AJ, who has worked for his company for well over 20 years and is considering going back to school.
I have worked at this company for 26 years. I have worked my way up to management and have been the unofficial network administrator for the past 17 years. I take care of all the computer equipment, set up the network, and install upgrades. I love what I do, but worry sometimes what might happen in the future, with all the ups and downs of the economy. I have thought about going to school online that would let me earn my degree while I continue to work here. I just don't know if I could stay motivated with the courses where I already know most of the content. I am worried that I will be bored doing homework and sitting through courses things that I already know that I can do in my sleep. I'm an IT guy. I just don't have the degree. If a degree program is online and lets me work at my own pace, in other words, there is nothing getting in my way to blast through these courses quickly, then I would be interested in.
If these stories haven't convinced you that competency-based education coupled with distance education can be cost-effective, flexible, and an accelerated pathway to earning a degree, perhaps the Department of Education, Bill Gates, or even the President of the United States could persuade you. CBE has gained the attention of the President of the United States and the Department of Education. You see, historically, the Carnegie Unit has been used to measure student progress. Although federal financial aid regulations have been reliant on the Carnegie Unit, recent initiatives may pave the way for federal regulations accepting new metrics of student learning. The Experimental Sites Project under the Advancing Competency-Based Education Demonstration Project Act of 2014 will give institutions a chance to test out the CBE model while still being eligible to participate in federal student aid programs. Grants from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation are funding support for implementation of CBE in higher education. Competency-based education has been used in distance education for over 15 years, with institutions such as Southern New Hampshire College of America, Western Governors University, Capella, and Broward Community College spearheading the way. So where did these competencies come from? Some universities organize committees or councils that are responsible for developing competencies for a degree program. Some universities have conducted a Delphi study to take a more formal approach for developing the competencies for a degree program. Faculty, instructional designers, and industry professionals could collaborate during a workshop to develop course-based competencies. Some universities are are experimenting with bringing the student into the competency definition process. In this model, students would define their own learning goals. If you work in distance education, ask yourself this: are your distance education programs as flexible as they could be? Is seat time in a course really critical for determining student progress in their coursework? Would you like to know how to implement a competency-based distance education program? Today's keynote speaker will tell you how. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Dr. Sally Johnstone.